You know, guys, in the past 3 to 6 months, I've seen a lot of different influencers in the Summoners War community get a lot of criticism when trying out a different game other than Summoners War. But in today's video, I want to address that topic and tell you guys why I truly believe playing a non-Summoners War game is actually a good thing. What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back at it again, coming at you with another Summoners War video. Today we got a story time video for you all. If you guys have no idea what that is, basically ChildishPlays is going to give you guys those words of wisdom, okay? So go ahead and sit back, relax, so we can get this one underway. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to give a shout out to Big Amon. So for those who didn't see the last story time video, we talked about his headset here that I couldn't find, but I found it now because I did a little bit more cleaning. Here's the headset. I was going to wear it for the video, right? But I got an epic fail. It's got a little issue here, so yeah, we can't wear. I'm gonna need some duct tape to fix that one up here. But yeah, hopefully we can do it for the next storytime video. So again, two big questions that I kind of want to answer for you guys. I'm gonna try my very best to keep this video short and sweet, but for those that know me, I like to ramble a little bit. So bear with me as I try to get the point across, right? First one, right? I mean, they're kind of both tie into it. Why not playing non-Summoners War games is actually a really, really good thing, and why we keep coming back to Summoners War. I wanted to touch on this topic because I actually think that I'm one of those channels that do take chances and I'm not really too concerned about the impact that it could have on my channel. I just want to give it a go and see where it goes here. But when we talk about Summoners War, let's go ahead and drop back here and give a little history, right? Summoners War, 5.5 years, almost 6 years strong, and they've basically been the gold standard of turn-based gachas, right? And it wasn't until I would say like mid to late 2015, basically one of the times when I went down there, went down there back in October 2015. I think it was the first time I actually got to see firsthand the Comptuous team really trying to go out of the way to connect and engage with the community, because as you guys already know, these games, the half-life of these games are definitely not 5 years. They definitely don't last that long here. And one of the biggest things why they are able to last this long and be able to connect is that aspect of, being able to make, a high quality game from their side. They got to make revenue, they got to do their thing, but also keeping the community engaged, keeping the community apart, making sure that you're engaged with them so that you can, take their feedback and try to use it to evolve the game to be better than it ever has been, right? So, that's what they did when we went out there in Halloween 2015 here. After the stream was all said and done, I got a chance to connect with every single department, the heads of the department, and talk about all the things that they had concerns on, or the influencer community, or just the regular community in general had questions on, and some things that I would like to see moving forward here. So it was really, really good moment for me. I definitely enjoyed it, and to be perfectly honest, some of those things that we talked about got implemented. Some of them took 3 weeks, some of them took 3 months, and some of them waited up until 2017 when you guys got a chance to see the mobile masters with influencers, and I mean, it was just an amazing event there. So but getting back to the point, I don't regret ever taking a chance and playing a different game. For one, I want to make something very clear. I don't the Summoners War, what I like to do, I enjoyed the game and I'm here for the community. That's always been my number one thing. I do not make Summoners War content for views. If you guys think I'm sticking to this game for 5 years because I'm trying to make because I'm doing it for the views, then you got something else. Anybody that's super 200 IQ that knows anything about YouTube SEO is laughing right now, because if you look at my channel, it's practically dead, okay, when it comes to like overall growth versus it had passed. And it's a whole nother topic for a different video. But basically, guys, I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the community. The community is what's kept me positive, and that's why I share these kind of random moments with you, because I want to see the game change. I want to see the game evolve. And the only way that I know how to do that, the only way that I know that other influencers and around our community know how to do that, is by playing other games, right? So when we break into a game and we decide to show it to you on YouTube, there's a really big reason why we do that, right? I think the number one thing is that these top end games, these Summoners War games that have been doing their thing for quite some time, they've kind of seen the path, they kind of set the path, and they're like, okay, this is working, let's go ahead and stick to it, right? But when it comes to every single time we play these games, we kind of move on. There's always just a handful of things that we would love to see change, and we don't think that's going to heavily impact the company in a negative side. And of course, when I mean negative side, I mean money or something like that here. So But you know, sometimes those companies, right, they choose not to make those changes, and they're just like, oh, you know what? What's the point of making the change? I'm still getting my paycheck every single month. I'm still getting you guys to buy these packs. I'm still getting you to do that. Like it's whatever, right? Why do we need to change? Well, being able to branch off and try different games simply for the fact that this game offers some other kind of quality life feature or some other kind of better, just yeah, quality of life or better summoning rates or whatever the thing that we're looking for, the thing that we've been asking for months here, can and definitely has shown to make an impact here. So, for example, talking about 2019, right? Or let's take it back here. So, I think that the last 3 to 4 years have been we've seen some changes, but they've been pretty stagnant. And I think you guys would can agree with me that 2019, without question, has been CompToUs' biggest year thus far, bringing in a whole new just level of events for the free-to-play community, different just rewards, different packs that are super not crazy pay to win. I mean, there's a lot of things that they've done to make this game that much more fun, right? And I think I can say wholeheartedly that they would have never done half the stuff that he did if all these different games that came out there in the spring of 2019 definitely pushed the envelope, right? We have the DHCs, we have the Might and Magic Elemental Guardians, we got the King's Raid, we got the Fire Emblem Heroes, we got, I mean, so many different games. I can't even name them all. Dragalia, I mean, all these random games that you're just like, oh my God, those came and go. Well, they have their reason for coming and going, but the reality of it is that they realized, they looked at the top end games in that realm and they're like, okay, well, if CompToUs wants to keep on doing what they're doing, we're going to provide their community with something they haven't seen before. And that's where you see all these guys taking sponsor content. All these people are going heavy and hard into the Summoner's Orb content. Hey, let's go ahead and play Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're really going after it because they know that you guys have been missing something for a long time, and they're there to get it. They are there to get it, if that makes sense here. So, and the thing is, like, we get into these videos, we see these games, we play them a little bit, we get into them, and some of them are just, without question, really nice. But naturally, we sometimes make a choice to, stay in or not, because of the fact that we just don't like the game or they did something in the game, so on and so forth. So, what I'm trying to get at is that playing these non-summoner gore games is the best thing that can happen to CompToUs, because if the influencers in the community did not play these games, CompToUs would not have been able to see how much of an influence their influencers in the game have towards their community. They're like, hey, you know what? I have been my name is YDCB. I've been playing Summoner's War for the longest time, and now I play a wide variety of gacha games. Now I play a wide variety of first-person shooter games. Why? Because these games bring me something that I truly enjoy. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, and people like that can have such an impact on the community that it does motivate people to download the game and test it out and get a feel for themselves. And when they do, they realize, holy cow, I've been missing out. So, I mean, and the reality of it is that, it sends that signal to CompToUs to say, hey, you know what? Like, we better do something, which is what they did in 2019. They made a lot of changes here, and actually, really motivated me to kind of, revitalize my understanding of like just playing RTA or just, making sure that I'm logging in every single day to get every single event, because the fact is they're giving us Devilmons and Light and Dark Scrolls every single week, right? It's something crazy. They're just giving us all this goodness, right? But they really made an impact on it, and I would be crazy to say that it wasn't due to the fact that we played, these wide variety of games do it. And so here's the funny thing about it that I got to put out there, so that if any other companies that I've played or whatever that's watching, Calibria, yeah, if you're watching, shame on you for basically copy and pasting the game, but whatever. Okay, we're not even gonna get into it. Hey, just trying to keep it real. Okay, so one of the big things why everything still works out the way it needs to for some of this work is they make the changes, but they also, everybody tries these games out, and a lot of them that are not super tied into the game, whether it's time investment, the money investment, they're like, oh, you know what, we're just going to come back to Summoner's War. And the thing of it is that, these companies out here, they understand what, that Summoner's War audience has been missing, and they try to give it to them. But sometimes they decide to give it to them a little too hard. They try to go 0 to 60, in like 10 seconds here. They don't even think about what kind of an impact they can have to the longevity of their game. And then it makes you wonder, hey, wait a minute, like, are you actually doing this? Are you actually releasing a rune pack, a 6-star rune pack 2 days into the game? Like, what is this going on? Transcendent Scroll 2 days in. I mean, all this other stuff here. But again, we're talking about Calibri or whatever. But you know, this is just one game out of many. That they just make countless mistakes over and over and again, and you know, that, you know, generally likes to motivate people to hop back into the game that they've, you know, just kind of grown to love, the community that they've grown up with and love with, and it's a really, really good thing. So again, I think I'm going to just kind of close it out right there. I just wanted to kind of share my opinion on it. I apologize in advance because I know my channel as of late when it comes to Summoners War has been pretty lame. A lot of, you know, Twitch clips or whatnot, you know, not a lot of raw content. But the reality of it is, guys, and I'm going to keep it brutally honest with you, this game is almost 6 years old. And if you think that it is hard, it is not hard to make new and exciting content about this game, you are out of your mind. It is extremely hard trying to you know, reinvent the wheel. So naturally, I just try to, you know, do what I can, try to showcase what I can, and give you guys some of those epic moments, those epic fails, you know, different types of things that I thought I truly enjoy, and I think you guys would too. But needless to say, guys, I every single time I play a new game and I just see it and I just shake my head, and just all the time I'm just like, you know what, dude, that is just, it's like it's a motivation for me to make sure that I don't forget where I came from. I don't forget how I get started, and I owe it to you guys to, you know, try to make it better for us in 2020 and try to make better content. So that's kind of where I wanted to go with this, guys. Just, you know, dropping that truth serum for you guys when it comes to why I choose to play Summoners War games. You know, obviously I really I do like, you know, mixing it up and trying new games here, but ultimately we cannot make a change to come to us if we don't try these new games, if people don't get a chance to try these new games, because until they see what these new games are trying to do, how they're trying to pull their audience, they're not going to react like they did in 2019. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to keep on going because y'all know I'm going to keep on rambling. I'm not trying to make a 10-minute video. I swear to everything that's holy, I'm not trying to make a 10-minute video, but I'm going to go ahead and close it off right there, guys. Please, if you're still watching this video, I'm sure you guys are not, but if you are, and you have any feelings about it at all, okay, and you think anything that I said has any kind of relevance here, like the video, okay, leave a comment, express your opinion. Actually, this would be good. Express your opinion why, maybe like why, like Summoners War, like, you know, what, either what you think they can do, what kind of things they could do, right? Or what, how do I say this? Express, just leave a comment, man. Just tell me, let me know from the heart what you're feeling right now, because I can't even talk right now, okay? Just put it out there, put it on blast, okay? Put them on blast if you need to. You do what you got to do, okay? Share your 100% true, like, passionate opinion about this, okay? That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, ChildishPlays. Checking out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next one. I'm out.